Good morning, Gators. This is about the time of year that we would call y'all in for class meetings and you would get to hear all of the expectations that we have for you for the school year. Well, unfortunately, due to our new reality, we're not able to have class meetings with the whole class. And so we're going to do little snippets of videos throughout the week, and that way we can make sure still to be able to go over our expectations and policies with you, but now we can do it in small chunks so you don't get all of it at once. My name is Beth Tompley, and I'm the principal of St. Amant High School. Christina Carter is the associate principal, and her responsibilities are to run the Freshman Academy. We have a team of assistant principals that help us with each grade level. Miss Amy Knott is the 9th grade principal, Miss Valerie Hall, the 10th grade, Miss Kelly Gonzalez, the 11th grade, and Miss Angela Boudreaux, who's working with our seniors this year. Our student services department consists of our registrar, counselors, and grad coach. Our counselors are divided. The freshmen have one counselor, Miss Jennifer Kleinpeter. The rest of the school is divided by alphabet. A through C is Miss Couvillon. D through J is Miss Kramer. K through Q is Miss Oquan. And Miss Sampson has R through Z. Around campus, you'll see QR codes posted, and if you'd like to see a counselor, you can scan that QR code and your counselor will be in touch with you for an appointment. We have career coaches that are here to help you as well. If you want to learn updates or find out about colleges or careers, you can check out their Facebook. They have many different alerts, and they also have their own Google Classroom that you can sign up for. And so these ladies are a great help, particularly to you seniors who will be trying to fill out financial aid packages and scholarships and many different things to prepare you for your career, and they will be there to help you. As I said, we have a new STA Way. Some of you are joining us live in person, and some of you are joining us from home. We do have two different types of programs of learning that we're doing on our campus. Our hybrid learners who belong to Group A or Group B, they attend school every other day, and they log into their classes virtually every other day. For the most part, if you're A through K last names, you're in Group A, and if you're L through Z, you're Group B. And so what's very important to know about your group is that you are supposed to be here on the day that your group is in session. And so if you're not physically present on your assigned day, you're going to be marked absent. You do not get to choose to do virtual on any given day. So Group A, we'll see you on Group A days, and Group B, you'll be here for Group B days. Those of you who are learning at home every day, you're what we are referring to as our home-based learners, or HBVLs. You log into class every day, but you had to complete an application and sign a contract to do so. You do not just get to join HBVL at your choosing. You have to do an application, and there's a process. But once you do that process, you have to be committed to it for 9 weeks. And as I said about attendance, it's extremely important because attendance and success go hand in hand. You got to be here if you want to learn. And so if you are absent for more than 5 days unexcused, you will fail your class. If you are in a half credit course and you miss 3 unexcused absences, you will fail on your 4th absence. Attendance recovery is only allowed for 5 days per class unless you are given explicit permission from the principal. In order for an absence to be excused, it has to be either a doctor's excuse, a court appearance, a serious family illness in the immediate family, or a death. Bring your excuse directly to the attendance office when you return to school. You may submit a written excuse from your parent, but it has to be approved by the principal. An unexcused absence, you will still be allowed to make up your work, but it will count against you as an unexcused absent. If a student is quarantined, he or she will be granted permission to log on virtually if they are able. If a person is positive for COVID, they have to quarantine for 10 days. And if they are a close contact, meaning they are within 6 feet for 15 minutes of a person who is a positive case, then they have to quarantine for 14 days. When you're at school for your in-person day, there are things that you should remember. Number 1 is to wear an ID. Your ID must be worn at all times, chest high and visible. It cannot be defaced. If you forget your ID, you can purchase a temporary ID in the library before school for $1, or you can buy a permanent replacement for $5. This is for everyone's safety, and it is a must and will be enforced. There are no second chances. There are no other warnings. If you do not wear your ID, you will receive a behavior clinic each time that you are in violation of that rule. Some other very important things to remember, which are actually new to us, would be the concept of social distancing. Remember, it is very important, so that you are not a close contact of anyone, that you remain more than 6 feet away from someone, and that you're not closer than 6 feet for more than 15 minutes. Also mandated on campus now is a face covering. You have to wear a face covering when you're on campus at all times except when you're eating. Make sure that your face covering is appropriate and covers your nose and mouth. You all received a student handbook, and you can refer to it for the dress code. It's on page 12 and page 13, but there are a couple of things that I want to remind you of regarding your pants and your shirts. Pants have to be black or khaki, and they need to be worn above your hip. You should not have denim, stretch pants, sweatpants, track pants, yoga pants, leggings, warm-ups, or pajamas. Also, please note that if you have on shorts or skirts, they should be no shorter than 3 inches above your knee, and that's about past your mid-thigh. So please make sure that you're in compliance with those guidelines. If you have on a shirt, it should be either a polo style in school colors, or you can wear a Spirit shirt. And by Spirit, we mean anything that has St. Amant or Gators on it. That can be black, yellow, white, or gray. Your shoes should be closed in the front and back, so you shouldn't have on slides or Crocs. All jackets and sweatshirts should also be school colors. You should not have on a hood or a hat or any head covering. No heavy or spiked chains, no face piercings. Your hair has to be a color that you could be born with. No walking around with earbuds, because that's another safety issue. And there should be no inappropriate decorations or advertisement on your clothing, including your face coverings. We are asking for First Black teachers to check over the dress as students enter when they are doing their health screening. And so if you are not complying with the dress code, you would receive several warnings before you would receive a behavior clinic. But notice, you can receive Saturday detentions and even suspensions for dress code violations. So please do not receive any. I'm going to review the discipline consequences with you. If you receive a behavior clinic, it is after school from 3 to 4:30 on Monday or Wednesdays, or you can request a Saturday from 8 to 9:30. If you receive a Saturday detention in lieu of a suspension, that's on Saturdays from 8 to 12. You'll be doing schoolwork, test prep, campus detail, or character development. In-school suspension is a suspension, but not an unexcused absence. You will report by 7:30 to be signed in room 103, and you will be picked up by 2:15. Out-of-school suspensions are unexcused absences. And if you're expelled, you are removed from St. Amant High School. I know we have to go over a lot of rules and regulations, but it's important for you to know the expectations that we have for you here at St. Amant High School. We will go over a few of these each day so that you are aware of those policies and procedures, and so that if you have any questions, you can make sure that somebody answers for you. But I do want to wish y'all a great year, and I look forward to seeing you all demonstrating success through actions the STA way.